Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 15th and the final video as a part of the training videos on filling up and submitting the DGQI self assessment questionnaire for the second edition via the DGQI portal. In the series of videos, we are giving a walkthrough of the DGQI portal and the DGQI questionnaire to explain how the ministries and departments can access the portal to fill up the questionnaire. In the last 14 videos, we have already explained how to fill up part A of the questionnaire and how to fill up the first five sections of part B of the questionnaire. In this final video, we'll be covering how to fill the last section of part B of the questionnaire, which is part B, section F, data management. To fill up this section, we'll go to add part B. We'll select the scheme for which the part B is being filled up, and section F is the last theme which has been covered under this part B section. As we had mentioned in the video on part A, that data management, some questions have been kept in part A and some questions have been kept in part B. So on part A, data management related questions had to be answered at the ministry department level because they required to be undertaken at the ministerial level only once. However, this section F, data management of part B, this is to be filled at the scheme level. So these are the questions that have to be undertaken and that have to be taken into account by each and every scheme division for each and every scheme. So data management at the scheme level as a section aims to assess how are the scheme divisions controlling the storage and archival of their MIS data. So it has 5 questions corresponding to this. The first question asks, where is MIS data stored? That is, whether it is stored on separate servers for separate schemes or it is stored on a single server for all schemes. So accordingly, the scheme division can select the appropriate option, whether it is using a distributed storage or a central storage. Then second, if the response to the first question is yes, that is, it is being stored on separate servers. In this case, it is important that there are mechanisms for sharing data of one scheme division with another scheme division. So if there are such systems in place that have been set by the scheme division for it to share data with other scheme divisions, then it can select yes and it can explain how is it doing. So however, if it is not doing this, then it can select no. However, if it is a central server that is used centrally for all schemes, then there is no need for this question because the central server will directly enable data share. The third question asks about how is the MIS data stored. So the first question is where. The second data is how. This third question is how. So data can be stored either on physical servers or cloud servers. Cloud servers or cloud storage offers good disaster recovery options and therefore is considered a better option. So the ministry or the scheme division can select the appropriate storage where it is storing its MIS data. If it is using cloud storage, there are several options that are available for the scheme division, and it is requested to clarify which kind of cloud storage is being used by the scheme division for this MIS for which this form is being filled. However, if it is physical service, this question will automatically get disabled. If it is the case that finally, fifth question is asking about the historical data management. So every MIS, after a point of time, data gets dated. So there is historical data which is corresponding to previous time periods, which may not be in active use at present. So this question is asking about the archival policy for this historical data, whether the scheme division is how is the scheme division managing this historical data on its MIS. Is either this is not backed up and it gets destroyed. If that's the case, the ministry can select this option. Or if it is backed up and the data is archived somewhere, then on the MIS or otherwise, then it can select the second option. And if finally the data is not only just archived, but also a history is well maintained including the retention, destruction, and all the audit trail details. So there is a structured way in all this historical data is available and its audit trail is available, then the third option can be selected. So this is the way in which the final data management section F of part B of the questionnaire is to be filled up. After filling up all these sections of part A and part B of the questionnaire, the form can be considered complete. Again, to reiterate, part B, it has to be filled up for as many schemes as the ministry would have included under DGQI. So if there are 2 schemes, then all these sections will have to be repeatedly filled up for 2 schemes separately. If it is for 3 schemes, then for 3 schemes, so on and so forth. And then finally, after submitting it, the data will be considered final for the purpose of examination. After submitting it, the status of part B is available here on the home page, as has been already explained in the first video as a part of this training video playlist. With this, we come to the end of these training videos. We hope that this training videos help ministries and departments in understanding how this portal is to be used for answering and responding to the DGQI self-assessment questionnaire. In case there are any further queries, then the ministry's departments can reach out to the DMEO nodals, a list of which is available on DMEO website, who can assist you with further queries. Thank you. Thanks a lot.